Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Merenda with Italians.
It's merenda time.
Today we are snacking. Today we're doing some more RSS work, but today we're with a difference. We are not gonna be only using AI. We also have HI, human intelligence. I don't know. That's what we call expertise these days. HI. It sounds very bad, and I'll probably stop saying it, but HI. That's the mood, guys, today. That's the mood. Ivan is eating, I'm saying bullshit, and Marco is asking himself, why the fuck am I here again?
Fair point. For sure, I'm human. I don't know if I'm gonna bring intelligence, but at least it's something.
If you can solve a captcha, you're good enough.
Fair enough.
So, last week we actually managed to do some. So I'm gonna say we managed to do. We didn't do shit. We watched a progress bar while machine learning was writing code. We have no idea if the code is good. We have no idea if it makes any sense.
Technically, you manage things. You manage the AI to do things. So,
are you a manager?
We are managers now. And we ended up being managers. I mean, that's the career trajectory of.
Don't get me started there.
Now we are controllers.
Now you are managing agents. You are not even managing people. So
we're permissionless agents. So I think what we should do is we should actually go through the code that the machines generated last week and try to make sense of is this actually correct or not? And
we also have tests.
We have tests, and as I was saying before we started live, we have tests that we have not read. We don't know what they do, and they're testing code that we haven't read, and we don't know if any of this, either the production code or the test, make any sense. So I guess that's vibe coding.
Yeah, we can even pass
slow vibe coding.
Yeah. We can even pass the code that is generated to another AI to validate it. So
yeah, we
even
could.
more lazy.
We could use the AI assistant to double check Junie's work, or use Junie to validate the AI assistants. Oh, there's too many variations.
That's how mid-management has been born. So
yeah. And then we make them fight for the same promo. Tell them there's only one spot available, and they have to outperform the other.
The other AI. I mean, it's a benchmark-driven AI.
Anyway. I mean, if anything, that could be a way to stop the inexorable rise of the machines. We just pit them against each other. It's like, no, you have to prove you're the best at exterminating humans, but you have to test it first in a staging environment where the test subjects are actually all the other AIs.
But you don't know. There is a Turing test. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You don't know if it's a human or it's an AI.
Just in case, drive the planet into the sun. That's your objective. Let's stop this while we can.
Yeah. That's fair enough. But it would be interesting. But I think they are already doing can my AI figure out if you are an AI or a human? I think they are already doing that kind of stuff, like a reverse.
I wouldn't be surprised. Reverse Turing test.
Something.
I don't know. For sure, they test output of one AI with another AI, but maybe they're doing that as well.
They also train AI with the output to other AI, but we don't want to go there.
That's not true.
Anyway, so last week we tried Junie for the first time.
Yes.
It generated code that we didn't read and we didn't write, of course.
Yep.
It also generated tests
that
we didn't read and we didn't write. So pretty much we just have stuff.
So
looks good to me.
It makes me think of Perl that has famously been referred to as a write-only language.
Yeah, I mean,
This
it
is
was
even less than that. We didn't even
well, I
write
mean,
it.
okay. So now, to be fair, when I work with this, let's say, sort of toolkit in other languages, I also review the code because I'm learning the language itself, and I even can, I'm getting better and better at calling out the bullshit. Like when the thing goes south, I was like, nah, whether you did, and just roll back a bit. So we should be able to do that fairly easy with Juni eventually, because we are very familiar with the stuff already, right? So we are not learning Kotlin, or we are not learning. So we should be able to, intercept it as very, very early stages when it just goes south. And by the way, I think it's gonna get better and better and better.
Oh, that's for sure. It's just a matter of time.
This week news in my AI bubble revealed
you get free Cybertrucks.
No, I don't get free.
It's a very close overlap generally.
Okay, so I don't know. First of all, I don't know what to do with it because I can't even drive it in Italy. So it will have an Albanian plate, because that's the only way you can have it in Europe.
You can import it into Albania, but you still cannot drive it in the EU. So you could look at it. It's still illegal to drive.
Okay, that's probably because UK is outside, but they have it in UK.
They have one in the UK that has also been stopped from driving around because it's also illegal in the UK because the rules are the same.
Okay.
They haven't changed the rules in the UK yet. They're still aligned on the European ones.
So, it will be just a waste of time. But I can probably drive it on private land, right?
Yeah,
that should
yeah. When you buy the mountainside near you.
Yeah, when I get the ranch, I also I can do the
Although I would say it hasn't proved very good at off-road, so probably wouldn't want that either.
No, I mean probably I wouldn't do.
Or
that.
you can pay the whole mountainside.
I will just sell it and buy a Toyota, and that's it. I call it a day.
And then put a machine gun on the back.
No, without a machine gun. I am gonna just buy like a Land Cruiser or like a Hilux, like a
but you know that the stereotypical
movie
prop of the.
But okay, but if you
terrorists that have the Toyota and just bolt a machine gun in the back.
Okay, so if you want like a Browning or like a Dishka mounted in the back, it has to be like a Hilux from like 90s, because it has to be at least like 40 years old. Or
it also has to be white and dirty.
Yes, exactly.
White with a Toyota on the back. Yeah, that's the. So okay, if you give me that, I'll take it. I'll take it because that's it doesn't get more iconic than that, right?
Can you actually use the machine gun with your Porto d'Armi?
No, because it's an automatic.
Right.
It's a fucking machine gun.
I forgot we're not in the US.
If you switch it to not automatic.
I keep saying it. Italy, even if we are famous for being like the Republic of Banana, that everything is just so folkloristic. Italy has very strict rules on gun ownership. Go figure, right? And so I can't have but fun fact. Fun fact. Last September, the Italian government allowed, so it made it possible to own and shoot a 50 caliber rifle for private and civil use.
Which it has many.
Yeah, it's incredibly popular apparently to fire like 50 cal as a sport.
Yeah. It's called tank shooting, and you use depleted uranium rounds.
I don't understand. I mean, there is a niche probably of people that can do that, but now you can own it. But it's a bolt action, so
if you do,
so it's fine.
If you do tiro al piattello with a tank, maybe
sure.
Yeah. You mean you throw the tanks?
Yeah, you just like a trebuchet. You just throw a tank in the air, and then shoot it. But yeah, I mean, you can hunt. I don't know what, but you can hunt with that.
I mean, you can for sure hunt. It's gonna remain something of what you hunt.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know how much.
I guess from elk up is what you're going to hunt with that.
Really, I don't know if you are supposed to hunt with a 50 cal, but you can own it in Italy apparently since last September. So, Anyway, apart from having machine guns and Toyotas and so in my bubble, AI bubble, just to
that was
that was the topic that
was the topic. So we started. I mean, but you know how it is. Sebastiano goes full Elon Musk, very, very quickly. Apparently, benchmark and gut feeling and also, general feedback. It appears that the latest version of Gemini, the 2.5 Pro experimental super duper whatever naming is hard version, performs better than Sonnet 3.7 at coding tasks.
Yeah, seems like that.
And I was surprised.
I haven't used it for that yet, so I don't know.
I was surprised and a bit skeptical because you know how it is. And then I tried with Cursor, and it kinda is. So he actually one-shotted a couple of things that Sonnet was going circle. You know how it is, right? He just goes like, and then no, don't do that. And then try, okay, let's try again. Another thing. 3 attempts later is back to square one.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Been there, done that.
Just pass the bucket to the next person until it comes back to you.
It's pretty much right. He goes at some point. He goes in circles and can't.
That's when I start writing curse too.
Yeah, I mean, you just yell at it. You get very, very impolite. But in those cases, I switched the model and I forced Gemini, and he got out of the impasse, let's say. But then there are stricter limits with the API, so you can't actually use it for a long period of time. I don't know if it's still like that, but my experiment was like at some point it just got stuck from an API, errors and shit.
It might be rate limited still.
Yeah, probably. But it's getting interesting. So if you check, because you have also AI assistant, right? I see the icon there.
Yeah.
You can pick the model there. You don't have Gemini super duper fancy thingy. You don't have the 2.5. But again, maybe they will add it here. Things are moving fast. Yeah,
I would expect they would add it at some point. But maybe they haven't because there are these API rate limits apparently. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go back to some code, shall we?
Yes, Papa. So, let's see what this does. Oh, actually, I keep forgetting I'm not on a Mac now. Kill me. Now, the order is interesting. The order of things. So I'm going to start by moving this up, because I assume that it makes sense to have the entry point at the top. So what this does is it validates a feed instance. And I think the idea that we had at some point was to also have a model that has stricter typing and stricter nullability and everything, but I don't know if it's worth it considering it's all probably nonsense anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. For now, we're just returning whatever, like the validation result is it's either a seal interface. Thank you. It's either a success that contains the validated feed and the messages, or it's a failure that only contains the messages. And that's it. Really, there isn't that much else to it. Okay, so the first thing it does is it checks the version, and if it's blank, it's saying it's an error, and it needs to have the feed version. I would argue you should also probably check if it's 2.0 or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, which I forgot.
It can be everything. You decide.
So, Mr. Feedman, have you seen other values other than 2.0?
Probably yes. I don't remember.
So should we log
But
it
for
as,
sure, yes.
As a warning?
Yeah, probably that's a wording. We don't. I mean, it still works even if it's a different version. So.
Yeah, I mean, most probably would just ignore it and then be like, doesn't matter. So I forgot. So I'm just gonna use this. Where is Control Alt V? That's what I was doing. Oh, fuck off. Anyway, validate the feed version. Sure. And then I'm also gonna do the same thing that I've done here, which is the AI has done here, but only because we asked it to. Which is to do this and return val messages. Yes, this thing. Okay. And then else here we can do the feed.version is not 2.0. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be a long typing session. Wait, what? Cannot be invoked as a what? Oh, yes. Of course. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional.
Trust me.
Yes. Messages.add, and here we do the same kind of thing, but slightly different. RSS version wrong. But it's that. Thank you, machine. And this is a warning, and also I need to go and add wrong.
Did the AI decide on the enum class name here?
Yes, absolutely,
Nice.
100%. No. I think it named it something else, and then I told it that it was. I don't remember.
No, there's a test probably. Lamberto is wrong.
There is, but I'm quite sure these titles are not super useful.
But these are new.
They changed the UI, but I cannot. Yeah. I cannot see the previous work.
Huh?
Oh.
What do you mean?
I cannot go back to the previous. I can only reuse the query.
Yeah, you cannot see the history.
But I cannot see the history, which is disappointing.
Wow, no, why? Come on.
Maybe because it's Windows. I don't
No,
don't
no.
know. No, I don't think so.
No, yeah.
I mean, they go through the effort of using ML to summarize the task.
No, but I remember that
But-
before you click and
But there
I remember
was
seeing the
Oh,
history.
they've added this though. It wasn't here last week. You can ask
code and
instead of
ask.
code.
So it's
Also, I'm
basically
not sure why this is disabled looking. But...
because you don't want that.
Yeah, but the check, I don't know. And then there's no over. It does some weird look. It pushes code to the side. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but when I click plus, code just like
Yeah.
whoop.
It's gonna be a long quarter.
Yeah.
I
But
like
hey.
the animation though, the fading.
Yeah,
animation
although you
is
should only do it once, not every time it changes the layout.
You're
Stop your. You're just...
making friends, Sebastiano, live on Twitch.
I am. So I'll say that I'll say this. I had to go through the pain of implementing that shit in Gemini and Android Studio, and so I expect everyone else to go through the same pain.
That's bad karma, Sebastiano. But okay, let's try to do something.
Anyway, yeah, I was hoping to see the history, but yeah, it's not there. So yeah, no history. Sorry, Lamberto is wrong. Is all we know. I am actually fairly sure that we had the machine write this stuff, which is mostly not very useful, but whatever.
Sometimes it picks.
And we added this, but it didn't do anything with it, and so we had to ask it explicitly to call it.
Sometimes it
Lamberto's wrong.
Sometimes it pick the guidelines. I put some stuff in my project. I remember sometimes don't. So
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it just gets pushed out of the context window when there's too much stuff or whatever.
could be.
The end result is that it doesn't do what you'd expect it to, but at the same time,
That's expected as well.
yes. If you know how machine learning works,
Yep.
that's how it works. Okay, so there's one, I see an opportunity here, which is to actually tell the machine, first of all, I need to do return messages, and then, yes. It's also creating a set by hand and adding to it, and I think I could ask Juni to replace everything with like build list instead. But it's a bit slow, and so I'm not going to do it now because otherwise we're going to be staring at it for a while to do that, and I don't think it's particularly worth it. But yeah, that's a improvement I would make probably. Okay, so it validates the feed and then it validates the channel. So let's see what the channel validation looks like. Again, it builds the set, and first thing it does is the title null or blank? And then if it's null, is the title nullable? Yes, it is. If the title is null or blank, then it says is required. Okay. And it looks at the description, which is
description required? Sometimes.
I think it is technically.
I mean, we're not talking about technically, we're talking about in the real world.
So if you're writing a validator, it should tell you it's wrong if you don't have it, I think, even though it might work out anyway. Because
I saw description with the empty tag description and immediately closed without anything. So
yeah. So it is required according to Apple as well. So I'm just gonna say it is. It is probably. Does this check for anything? It does not seem to. Require channel elements. Okay, so I think this actually does check. It's gonna be interesting to see if, like, validating a feed, we get the same results as they do. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? So, okay. It checks that the description, and if it's null or blank, cool. And then it goes through the fields. And now, I think what I want to do is not because I don't trust the machine, but because I don't trust the machine, I want to actually make sure that it's not forgetting anything. So title and description done. Pub date.
Here we
Oh,
go.
look!
Yeah, the machine knows that comparing date, checking dates is complicated. So I can understand the machine. Skipping on date.
Sure.
I mean,
So pub date.
we trained the machine to be like us.
Exactly.
Okay, then we have last build date, same story.
But maybe the machine added below. No. Maybe
No.
check below. No. Okay.
You hope too much. This, oh, date, and pub date. Okay, so I think these are all non-mandatory. So this is mandatory. I'm gonna annotate things by hand, like you would.
Only if
Only
if the language had something to just do this, but
I know, but you know.
yes, that was that was a sad.
If only we could rely on that.
It was just a sad rhetorical
Yeah.
realization.
So theoretically, you need the title, you need the link, and the description, and anything else shouldn't be required. But I think required tags, image, language, category, explicit. Okay, it doesn't say anything about anything, really. So let's assume that this is also not that. I wanted to check that this is okay. It validates that a string is not blank if it's not null. Why is it multiple messages? Oh no.
It's repassing the same message instance.
Yeah, I don't love this, but I don't want to change it now because it's too many changes. But I don't love it. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. So field name is blank. Sure. Are these warnings? Yes, they are. Let's pretend that they are. Okay. Fine. Where was this used? Oh, down here, because obviously the order makes perfect sense. So we have the pub date, we have the last build date. Language, we're gonna have to deal with. This is, I think, mandatory, yes. And again, I realize that it's probably not really mandatory, but we're dealing in theoreticals here.
On paper
also,
it is, but
huh?
On paper it is, but
yeah.
Paper
So
doesn't mean
this
anything.
is theoretically mandatory, and this is 2. So title, description, iTunes image, language, category, and explicit is mandatory as well. That
I wonder
did not know.
if Apple will complain if you don't put the fields.
Only one way to know, which would be to sign in to things. Yeah. Hey, Luca. Welcome to our desperation. So copyright is not mandatory, so that's fine. Webmaster, same. Generator, same.
Webmaster every time.
It's one of the few contexts in which you might hear that.
Yes.
So then we have iTunes explicit, block, and complete, which they're strings, but they're actually not strings. So I think we need to write a thing where it's actually a Boolean, and I think the other two are as well. Oh no, because this
No,
is
there's a
yes,
yes and no. Yeah.
and this is yes. Okay,
It's
so we need a
fancy
function
Boolean.
that validates Boolean.
The other Boolean is true with the capital letter.
Weird Apple yes thing.
I mean,
Sure.
technically that's the case. So we have private function validate Boolean.
Yeah, tab everything.
This one I'm gonna do it differently. And this is a validation message question mark. Okay, and this is if
Tab.
tab. Although that's wrong because that's supposed to be true or false. So true or false, lowercase, important.
Oh.
But I don't care. Nobody cares. And also, this is clearly wrong. Oh, actually, no, that's not wrong. It is like true or false. Yeah, no message, no notes here. Otherwise, this is an error. Okay, fine.
You have to change the message though. It's a yes.
Oh, shit.
That would
Okay.
be a nice debugging afterwards.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah. And then we have validate weird Apple yes thing. And so if it's null, fine. Otherwise, if it's yes, it's okay.
But it has to be okay. So we are lowercasing everything by design.
I mean, it says here, where the fuck is it? Block. Oh, it's uppercase, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
you
it
are-
matters.
No, you're lowercasing it, so
Yeah, because I'm checking against the lowercase, but I don't think it matters, the casing. Probably.
I mean, you sound very confident of something that is completely made up
Okay,
by
fine,
Apple.
fine. I'm gonna add. So actually, the capital S is fine. This one is a validation message. Create. That also, we need to figure out. We need to add the message types. The ID here. I think.
Mhm.
Is it? Oh, field is blank.
had-
Okay, yeah, that's why. Also, I really don't like this. I'm gonna deprecate.
Okay, which one are you using?
I'm just gonna be like use explicit IDs. You
Lazy.
lazy fuck. I want to see if I tell the Junie to get rid of the deprecated create thing, but it does.
maybe if you add the replace with, it's gonna understand better.
I don't care.
Fair enough.
The
it's
whole
a,
point of using AI is that I don't
Yeah.
have to do that.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, why am I even doing it?
So, okay, so Apple, yes, casing or something. We'll figure it out. And also,
I read Kazin.
casing. And also, this one is gonna be Apple, yes, on. The rule is so fucking stupid. I cannot even figure out an ID for it. Apple, yes, is the only allowed value. Because it must be yes or be
Nothing.
removed. I don't really see any alternative to that. And this is not create, it's the other one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna copy paste this because I'm lazy. And then, oh, yes.
Must yes.
So the value must be yes. Okay. And here is value. Yeah, that works.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's also keep the enum here so we can add shit to it. So let's add a section for the weird Apple iTunes rules here. And we have Apple, yes, casing. And Apple, yes, is... Can you... No.
You tried. We all saw it,
Nope.
Sebastiano. You tried.
Oh, well, it's also missing a bit. Oh, God. Okay. So, we have the validation for the weird rule. Great. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to do in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
iTunes explicit blocking complete. This goes away. This goes away. Obviously, now, before we forget, we should actually
add it.
add this shit. So, we need a private function.
The other.
List validation message, or actually collection.
Ooh, fancy.
Look at
Seb.
me using the LSP.
Fancy, Seb.
Add maybe.
Or add me, maybe.
Oh, actually, I think this should be mutable collection. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay, and so does it return itself? Sure.
Yeah,
Why
but
not?
Was it adding?
It's maybe adding a field if it's not
Okay.
null. But it does return this. And before that, if message is not null, add message. Okay, cool. So we can go back here. Where the fuck were we? No, blank. No. Down here. Okay. Okay. So these three bad boys here is add messages dot add maybe. Yay.
You can try to ask AI to make it to migrate to add maybe.
I could, maybe. I mean, I could, but it's just very slow, and I'm like not keen on watching. It's more entertaining to
no.
see me mistype things than watching a
Definitely.
progress bar, I think.
You need to
Definitely.
duplicate the project, and while you do weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
So you actually build the project while the machine
Yeah.
is vibe coding the project by itself.
What could fucking
Right.
possibly go wrong?
But definitely is gonna be entertaining. It's
Parallel.
like a race against. It's a race against the machine, basically.
Okay, to explicit block and complete, which are those ones. Have we forgotten anything? We have the TTL. I think we're gonna have to go through later. Categories again, same thing. iTunes type. Now we need to validate those. That's gonna be fun. Oh, what have I? Oh yeah, we forgot this. Apple Boolean. Actually, I was thinking because these like block used to have a different thing and explicit used to have a different thing. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's covered anyway. If it's true or false, whatever, it doesn't matter. I was thinking, oh, maybe we should have whatever other kind of value, but yeah, I think this is fine. Path is always that, but that's gonna change later. It's okay. Okay, so now we need to validate the type. And that's gonna be validate iTunes type. So I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Do you remember?
Do you remember?
I was about to ask what.
Oh,
what it is.
episodic
This one.
or serial. Okay. So it's supposed to be episodic, serial, or fuck off. Or serial. Okay. Validate iTunes type. And I don't think we need the path or the field name because it's always the same. I don't think that goes anywhere else. So iTunes type, and this is channel the iTunes type, I guess. Okay, and then that was here.
It's gonna be fun validating the categories.
Jesus Christ. Maybe that we asked the machine.
Yeah. Look how table left turn.
I said maybe. Okay, so
It was a maybe. It was a maybe. Sounded.
it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, now the subtitle, I think, is fine as not blank. The iTunes author, I don't think is mandatory either. It's recommended, but whatever. iTunes summary, same thing. New feed URL, same thing. Technically, we could validate that it looks like a URL, but at the same time, who cares?
Can we create an extension function instead of the add maybe thing to make it a bit more fluid?
What do you want?
An extension function instead of messages add maybe.
It is
you
an
do
extension function.
On the other side, the receiver, change the receiver, right? You do validate blah 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 dot add maybe to right? No, and a bit more like fluid kind. I'm wasting my time with you. Whatever, go on.
Well, the performance was great. So
The perf- I
It
feel
vibed
appreciated.
well.
I feel appreciated. Thank you, Marco. You understand me, Sebastian. Absolutely.
I'm a
It's
fucking
just-
caveman. What can I
No,
say?
it's, you don't appreciate my creativity, Sebastian. That's it.
Maybe I don't.
Anyway,
Okay.
I like the fact that we are working on the Nintendo Switch. It is like this, this big, can read shit, constantly swiping horizontally.
I know.
you need a bigger screen.
No, I mean he has a large screen. That's then people watching it from home. And, we need to have a
Is
larger.
it still readable? It's fine. I think it's
Okay.
readable enough.
Then they need a bigger screen.
No, because you will be surprised how many people watch our stream on a phone.
It's
Yeah,
an hour and a half.
That's intense. That's intense. I mean, maybe they commute right on a phone.
Maybe.
Anyway,
So I
I guess we found the title of the stream. Maybe.
maybe
they're commuting.
everything is maybe.
So what was it? Oh yeah, we need to check that the media title is mutually exclusive with the normal title. So if channel.media title is null blank, so it's actually and it's actually just need to check if it's not null, to be honest. We don't need to be too fancy. And the title is not null, then we only... Does it make sense? I think it does. Then we have messages dot add validation message. But it's still fun. Media title or title. I decided that's what it's gonna be. I am sad that it doesn't autocomplete.
And I'm surprised there's not an alt enter thing for.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's either media title or title. And we need a message. And that's
Sure.
fine. And it's technically an error. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I buy it. Okay. Then we validate the description matching the encoded description. There is podcast locked. Okay.
Something for Spotify.
Podcast locked is this I don't really need. Whatever, it's fine. This is actually channel dot locked. Is it yes or no? Is it really?
No idea.
Locked. Where the fuck is locked? Locked. And
Require
this
permission
takes
to migrate a feed. What?
owner. Okay, it's yes or no. And does it require the owner? No, it doesn't. Okay, sure. So if the message... Oh, if the...
Can we just
body...
use the yes or no validator, no?
No, because that was only yes.
Ah, fuck.
Because Apple. Don't
Oh
forget,
my-
not
Yeah,
everything makes sense here.
I was too optimistic.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Let's
turn
reuse it.
this into
But
a
you can copy
when.
paste.
Come on, like copy paste, Sebastian.
Uh, locked value invalid. Okay. Podcast locked values required. Okay. And this is also just the fucking channel. It's not like it can be somewhere else. Okay. And then this is definitely not needed because you just fucking validated it. And then do validate not blank on the owner. I'm going to call the podcast locked owner. And this is also wrong, actually. No, this is correct. This is wrong. And I guess for the fields, I'm going to just use for attributes, I'm going to use a £sign because I'm fancy that way. Okay, and then we don't need the path anymore. I can reformat. Yes. Fuck off. Just whatever, I don't care. I stopped caring. Okay, so it's checking locked and it's checking funding too, which I think is gonna be the same. Actually, I'm gonna copy this and steal it. I'm gonna remove path and I'm gonna be like, yes, 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 yes. Boop, boop. Okay. Now the funding, I don't remember any of this shit. So funding. Oh, you can have multiple ones. Did we actually? Oh no, we forgot. This is a list of podcast funding. Da 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 da. Okay. So when this does that, it should be. Oh yeah, this is a list. Fundings. Person funding. I don't think we need to validate if it's empty, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Add it.
I mean, it comes from the deserializer, and I don't think it can create an empty list, but return.
It's also one-liner.
Empty set. Okay.
Trust nobody, Sebastian. We are validating shit. Trust nobody.
So fundings dot 4, and then we can do this. Hey, look at me. I'm so fancy. And this and this to go in there. No! I thought I was smart. I was not smart. Story of my life.
Too smart.
Too smart for my own good. Okay, so yes, that's a magic number. I know. I don't care. That is a magic number. It comes from the spec.
Everything is magic. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're missing one thing, which is we want to is it with the index? Perfect. And this is index and funding, and we want to do replace this with this.
Super fancy.
I am fancy, I know. I know. Okay, so just checking quickly that everything makes sense. Funding source is required. This is the body, I think. Yes, this is the body. For value is required. Okay. Then we have the length validation, fine. And then we check the URL. Is the URL mandatory? Yes, it is. If it's null or blank, blah, blah, blah. And then again, it has this passion to validate the same thing twice.
You can never be sure, Sebastian.
Yeah.
This one.
Better be safe than sorry. So.
Better Call Saul.
Uh,
Okay, good. Now there's just everything else that was missing that we need to validate. I mean, the items, fair, but I'm also going to move the item validation at the end because I want to validate the entire channel first and then the items. So I think what is missing, let's actually make a list of what's missing. Why did it bring up Juni? I don't know.
It was a nudge on what you have to do now.
I want to see if just telling it there, it just puts it there. So we have missing.
Or you can add it as to do. Maybe it's fancy to recognize a to do.
So we are missing the language, mandatory. Atom link, which I don't remember if it's mandatory, but I think it theoretically is. I know, I said theoretically.
I like the grunt. Very The Witcher kind of thing.
I think it was saying it here somewhere.
Grunting.
Link, 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 link. No, this is the other one. It's recommended.
Because if it's an RSS feed, they usually don't care to put an atom one.
I know.
And the other way around. If they put atom, they hate RSS. So
if only they gave you a fucking list of which ones are.
I know.
What?
The list is in the journey, Sebastian.
I also love that this is a thing that doesn't exist here. Like it's literally not there. But we'll add it because why not?
you can. I will open. You can always open the network request. Maybe they're passing the JSON with the validation.
Oh God.
Thank you for playing, Marco. Thank you for playing.
Let's try. Oh, look. They're doing fetch requests. Yay! Well, it doesn't really seem to be. Let's see. Require channel elements. I mean, this one is there's just giving the text.
Yeah.
So not very useful.
They're too good.
That'd be too good.
Let's find a shitty validator.
I just check. It's like, oh, it's just telling it go fetch this URL and have fun. This sounds like you can do fancy things with breaking it, but I don't know. Oh, recommended is that, but we don't care. I mean, it's gonna be a warning, sure, but
Ah, yeah, atom link, required channel elements, atom link.
I don't know why, but it thinks that it is, so I'm like, sure. That seems to be the best validator out there, which says a lot.
Yeah, required is less aggressive than mandatory, so maybe it's
no, required is literally the same thing as mandatory. Like it's an error if you don't have it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have explicit error. Now, that said, again, we're validating against the feed generated by megaphone.fm, which is one of the biggest platforms out there. So it's encouraging to see that they still don't pass validation. Oh, God.
Again, validation is relative. You don't.
It's not that strict, Sebastiano. It's more like a maybe, right?
It's an Italian validation. You can.
Yeah, it's a maybe. Maybe it's
Eh.
valid. Maybe it's not valid.
You
Sebastian-
decide.
Yeah,
It's a thing. It's fine.
it's more like a New Jersey validation kind of thing. It's a maybe, Sebastian.
Don't be so strict.
Too many rules, too strict, too many rules, too strict, Sebastiano. I mean, you need to chill, boy. You chill.
I just,
Yeah,
it's
you
like
are actually, yeah.
writing a validator is so frustrating when you know that nothing is important, nothing is relevant. You're a random person, you don't use a big name platform, and you pass it an RSS feed to Apple iTunes Connect, it's gonna shout at you. You use one of the big platforms, it's like, we can do anything about this shit being broken. It's fine.
It's okay.
Ask me how I fucking know that.
It's okay, Sebastian. They're there. But what's the lesson here, Sebastian? You need to
Don't do RSS.
You need to get bigger. You need to be so big that nobody can actually tell you, "Oh, your feed is not valid." Like it's like this is it. It's my feed. Yeah. My 15 million subscribers don't care about your stupid tags, right? So that's the attitude.
Yeah.
Don't hate the players, Sebastian. You know, so just to accept to play the game. That's the game.
Okay, let's see what the machine does. Actually, I'm gonna commit what we have because I maybe don't trust everything entirely. Come on, main. Sure, commit this stuff. I don't even know.
You can always revert.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna commit the guidelines until I'm sure that they make any sense whatsoever. Okay. So I'm gonna add explicitly the RSS feed validator, and I'd be like,
Can you add the file?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That was frustrating me a lot.
You can in Gemini.
Maybe you can drag and drop the tab into it.
Come on, really, Marco? What the fuck are you talking about? Really? I mean, probably you can drag and drop it in Chrome, and it will do something. Can you drag and drop it in Chrome just to amuse me?
I can do it in Firefox if you want.
Yeah.
It probably will open a file. No.
No. Wow. Okay. So.
It's a separate window, but obviously it doesn't know where to drop it.
No, but is it opening a new window? I mean, I have always like full size, so I don't.
Yes.
I never.
But you can do it with this as well, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a tool window from IntelliJ. Okay, that's the UX.
Yeah. You can drag
stays in the
anything
new
anywhere and then come to regret your choices later.
Yeah, that's the instant.
Like, where the fuck is the window? I don't find it. It says it's open. It's not.
That's the.
Never been there for sure.
No. Why like looking for? I mean, it happens all the time. Also in VS Code, to be honest. Like, and I close something and I'm like, fuck. How do I open it? Like, and then you restart everything. And you just start Docker because you have everything in containers.
But I thought.
Yeah, but it will be. Well, What are you asking, Sebastian?
I
Because
just
it
asked
started.
Can you
It
address
started
the
again
to-dos?
with number, bullets, and dash.
No, it seems correct. You didn't say to not write tests, so maybe he's gonna write tests, but
It does say test implementation, but I'm gonna tell it not to if it asks. It's
Not to
no,
run them. Not to run them. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, they are moving fast. Maybe it works today. I mean, we tried it last week.
yeah, we can
How
try.
many columns do you want, Sebastian? What the
Yes.
fuck it's a Kanban board. Now it's a Kanban board. It's
Yep.
not an ID anymore.
So
It's
this is open. This is in progress. This is in review, and this is done.
so I wasn't wrong about drag and dropping from one board to the other.
So what's the 150? Oh no, Sebastian. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. So now you have Juni full screen.
No, I have 100% Juni on my screen.
Okay.
Oh, it says it's done with everything now.
It jumped.
It's like whoop.
Yeah, but they also threw 150 lines in the validator.
Seems almost too few, but we'll see. It's checking for the test. It's opening the test.
Yeah, it's so verbose. I don't understand why it's so verbose. No, don't you dare. Oh, come on. Let's see if it works.
If you see a black,
Look at that. Go.
if
Come
you see a
on.
black screen on the stream now, that's Juni that.
We will back in a minute.
I'm happy that it runs the tests. You see, they fixed it.
Yeah, they.
You man of
you see-
little faith.
No, I'm the one that told you. Let's try. Maybe they're moving fast. Last week wasn't working. Now it's working. This is good.
They still do a clean, but
No, maybe it's the first. The first.
it's could be.
Whoever ran the 10. I mean, we never ran the 10. Okay. Oh no. But so is it picking the result of the test?
I mean,
Stop opening.
Yeah. What are you doing,
I just want to
Sebastiano?
check that the code makes sense.
Right. Let's look at the tests. Oh, so he ran the tests, and now they are failing. Is it gonna say something? So is it looking for the output?
Probably is just trying to fix them. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, but okay, failing tests. So it's fixing the tests,
Yeah.
changing things. Okay.
We
This
changed
is
the-
wrong.
No, this is I want
I mean,
that error.
the test is failing with error. Let's change to wording. So it's
I mean, it's
Oh no.
that's one way. That's one way.
Oh no. Is this
So
fucking
the-
up all the severity?
No.
It's like, oh, that was an error. No, it
The
should be a
validation
warning.
severity
instead.
has been changed from error to warning.
you are too severe. Let's.
Why?
Why are you doing that? That was not.
The implementation is now set to provide warnings instead of errors for these mandatory fields.
So it's green. I can call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, boy. Go
Sure,
ahead.
run the test. I mean, now you have 2 failing tests, 4 failing tests.
Yes.
I mean, it fixed 5 tests.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
now it's gonna lower to warning also this 4 and we're done.
It's gonna just drop to info. Go to info, and then everything is gonna be green. But
It says it's failing because missing description, and I was gonna be
is
like,
it-
well, it's a warning now. Fuck you.
or it's gonna add a description in the.
Or it's gonna remove the test.
yeah, it's gonna add an empty string. It's gonna add an empty string as a description.
The addition implementation has been reviewed and updated, except this is the open step, so I kind of doubt it. But scroll down. Okay,
Così.
is this a thing?
Is it like a command? Like you
I don't
should scroll
know.
down?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm
But I
clearly
like
holding
the-
this thing wrong because it's
I
doing
like
some
the
nonsensical
arrogance.
things.
I like the arrogance of no, it was error. I moved it to Word.
Eh.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. You're worrying too much. You're worrying too much, Sebastiano. That's not an error. It's a warning.
I know. I
You
know.
need
All
to
this
cheat.
rule or yeah, chill out.
This
You need to
is.
cheat. Boy.
I mean, it's the state of the art
Yeah.
today.
No, we are
but not in
we are
6
in
months. You know.
yeah we are in the it can't draw fingers. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, and one day it's gonna go from drawing 2 circles to drawing the rest of the fucking owl,
Yeah, that's pretty
and
much
then
it.
we'll be fucked.
I mean, then it's gonna be gardening, and then we are managers. We are managing AI agents.
God,
I mean,
why does it say
It's either-
scroll down?
it's either that or Jira, Sebastiano.
Why does it say scroll down all the time?
But do you
Because
do
you need to
have like
scroll
a-
down.
Scroll down where?
Do you have a tooltip on the icon or is no?
No.
Okay, it's just an icon.
Yeah. I think it's gonna say scroll down again now.
Now maybe if you scroll up.
It has scrolled
now
down
it's-
several times, so at this point.
Yeah, but
Oh!
Yeah.
Now it's
He's
gonna
add
change
the
the
description.
test file to make it pass.
We train it too good. It's too
Jesus
human.
Christ, it's learning all the wrong things.
yeah.
Oh, the test is very just a little test. Don't care. Change the logic to make it pass.
Look what you talk. Look what you talk.
Oops. Oops. I mean,
I
There are
fucking
no
called
fail-
it.
if you have no tests, there are no failing tests by design. We didn't commit anything right before this.
No, I committed before we
Yeah.
started this
Ah.
madness because I kind of felt it was gonna end up
Yeah.
this way.
Yes, it was a good
Look,
gut
we have
feeling,
more
Sebastian.
failures than before.
Yeah, you're a good manager of the AI. You did a good
Yeah.
thing.
You
'Cause I don't
saw
trust
that
it?
coming. You saw that coming, bravo, Sebastiano. It was a good. Now he's adding like 20 lines, like whatever. Why not?
Is it adding the thing back?
Or he's deleting the entire test file, so it's
Doing. Oh my god. How is that
Nah.
gonna help?
now we want to see how he's gonna finish.
Oh, there's only 2 tests that are failing now.
Removing them.
Possibly. Test run with 1 failure. Off by 1?
Off by one, I guess.
I mean, if you see the failure of the test class, it's 1.
Fair enough. Fair. It's one test. It's one class failing. Okay, fair. Okay. Special case. Ooh. Ah.
It's a- That's human intelligence. That is
No, this is
Uh,
this is your colleague
I wait.
that has to make the thing pass. You know? Because yeah, it's passing. Look at that.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, it's you that you haven't specified how to fix them. You need to. You just want it to be passing, so
Yeah, that's it.
you
Done.
did the job.
Done, Sebastian. Yes, that's.
That's the mood.
This is so bad. This is so bad. I mean, at the beginning we didn't trust it. Now, fuck me. I mean,
Roll back.
roll back.
That's why you don't. Yeah, you don't write tests.
Yeah. I see,
Oh, man.
now I understand the attitude, Marco. Like
This
why would
was
you?
informative
that.
and entertaining. and also
Yeah.
worrying.
Wow, that was
Like,
brutal.
this is a very good model by all standards.
Yeah. Yeah,
And this is the result.
it's
I mean, you could just save some of the things in the validator, I guess.
Could have, but then if I have to rewrite them anyway. Like some of the stuff he had done, he had moved a bunch of shit around. So probably the diff was not too useful because it had moved the podcast locked stuff. This stuff, it moved it to the top for whatever reason. I was like, I don't know. We can validate the language fairly easily, I think. So if the language is missing, we have a problem. Yeah. So if channel dot language, can I type? No, I cannot. Messages dot add validation message.
Oh my god, I still think he had that special case. That was amazing.
Yeah, the special case was brutal.
Oh, if the title is that, then just fuck it.
There was just let's make the test pass. I don't care. They are paying me
fuck off.
by code coverage.
That is
Like, I
TDD.
just-
That is TDD, my friend.
It's
The test is red, the test is green.
wow, that was brutal. I mean, we have performance review coming. I need test coverage, and that's it.
Yeah, my manager only looks at the numbers on the dashboard.
Yeah. That's it.
Woo! That was fun.
It's so scary because it's so real.
That's it.
I know. I'm just gonna put it at the bottom because I'm a lazy fuck. Lenguaje. It's Spanish. Okay. The language is missing, and this is actually an error. Okay. Yeah, whatever. So if it's missing that, but also else, I think we also want to check that the language makes some fucking sense. Because if I recall correctly, the language should be an ISO 639. Are we going to validate that? I don't know. Is there a function that does that? Actually, I'm curious. Is there a...
change from Gemini Flash?
Change the model.
Yeah.
Don't. If it's not a 2.5, don't work
Is
with that.
there a function to validate that a locale... Well, let's do Java. Locale is a valid ISO 639 code? The answer is maybe. Plenty context. No.
If we follow the same approach, would be
I'll help you find. Is that a thinking model, like a reasoning model, or is it just
3.7? But you need to enable thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
I suspect because it's missing a space here. I suspect that what it's doing is actually doing two calls to the model. One to come up with a quick answer. It's like a one-sentence answer. And then it's actually returning the actual answer.
Based on my research. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Locale from language tag. Okay.
Doesn't throw exception for invalid tags. This is not very useful. Thank you.
That get
so why is it saying that
there isn't a way to validate that, and then it says there is.
But does the get this language exists?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Local dot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
And it gives you what? An array
Of
of
everything.
strings.
What is the difference between this type? ISO country code.
Italy. I mean, it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
okay. It's the different types. I don't care. So I think we need to validate the language by saying if the language. We need a regex.
No. The machine can do the regex.
I can do regex.
Is it?
I can, yeah.
Right. I mean, you also have the validator in IntelliJ, right?
Yes, there is. And this is 2, exactly 2. And then I want an optional backslash. Is this correct? Probably that's correct. To regex, so it starts highlighting shit correctly. Yes, cool. And this is also A to Z twice exactly. Is it enough? I think it's correct, 2 and 2. It doesn't need that? Okay, I'll take it. Technically, this could be also uppercase, but I can do ignore case. And also, this needs to be the entire thing. Okay. Ask me how I know regexes.
No.
I'm afraid to ask.
I learned them the hard way.
It's gonna probably open bad memories for you.
Yeah,
So,
it
it's
was
like-
probably fine. Okay. So what we want to do is probably actually make this just a normal else, and then val matches equals that match match entire. It's fine. Channel.language. What? String? Is the language tag? I don't remember.
Yeah, language tag, it was the one suggested by the machine.
Yeah,
right?
but there is another one. No, fuck this. This uses underscore.
in the get language tag, there was a regex that in the documentation.
Yeah, but it's saying the well-formed part. But this is for the variants, which we don't really care about. And we should probably also do the strip extensions thing as well. But, well, strip extensions. Because we don't care about the extensions and we only want the language and country. But, I think toString is the right one. Yeah. Yeah, except it's underscore, but sure. It's gonna be underscore. I don't care. It's fine. Now, match. So if match is null, then we have a problem. And also we have a problem if the groups are weird, but we'll figure that out after. Well, actually, we can do when match is also, we need to wrap up. So we'll do this, and that's the last thing we do. Validation message today, not in our life. Lambert is wrong. The malformed locale. Where
Locale or locale?
Locale.
Locale.
yes. The way I see it, yes.
Che la luna mezzo mare, mamma mia,
Then the message is whatever the machine is suggesting. Is it not suggesting anything? For
We made fun of the machine till now, so just
and now it's over. They're coming for us.
Sure, that's fine. Yes, it's an error, and then I would do a warning if either parts doesn't make sense. Or it's not a ISO, whatever the fuck was it. So match.group values, and that should be 0 in local dot get ISO languages. Is that lowercase? Oof.
you can lowercase everything. Just
Yeah.
I can.
Marco, you can normalize it.
Yeah.
defensive word. Okay.
You can normalize the input
Yeah.
so we can have an easier way of validating it.
Through that.
Or just lowercase everything.
Yeah.
But now, you see that I'm preparing to become a manager.
Yeah.
The machine.
Better prompting, communication skills.
You see, better prompting. I'm gonna be like a PM, like a prompt manager.
A teleprompter.
The teleprompter because I work.
Is that when you work from home?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's because I work from home.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a PM. I'm gonna be the new generation of PM, the prompt manager. Yeah, this is a thing. I'm reaching out to recruiters now. I'm a PM. What do you mean,
Prompt
project
manager?
manager? No, I'm a prompt manager. I mean, who needs to manage people anymore? It's 2025, bro. Yeah, machines all over the place, right? I need to learn how to weld. That's I need to learn constructions or something. We are doomed.
Yep.
Grow your own food, raise cattle, gather and hunter gather kind of shit.
Okay. I think this is probably fine. Too bad we don't have any valuable tests.
I mean, you can always make one and assert true.
Yeah, come on. You can probably write one.
Committing, and we're done.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Give it another shot, Sebastiano. Give it another shot.
I will. We will. Actually, in fact, the next stream is gonna be in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes.
When?
Wednesday after Easter, 23rd.
Okay.
And we're gonna have
chill.
someone that shows us that Juni can actually work in a good way. Because I've seen people, like, the thing is, I've seen people doing cool shit with Juni. Like, it does work.
Yeah,
I think it's partly our fault that our code is horrible.
I can confirm.
But also, in our defense, most of the code was written by AI anyway. So I don't know who to blame. Probably myself.
For a moment I thought it was like it has been written by Lomberto.
No,
But
Lamberto is just wrong in the background. It's unrelated.
it's the
It's
the
an
background.
existential condition. It's not
It's the background job always
yeah.
wrong.
It's an ongoing thing.
It's a constantly cache missing on shit,
Yeah.
you know, and
But I mean, even just seeing the progress that they've done in a week should
Yeah,
be
that's-
interesting.
3 weeks is gonna be
Because
huge.
like in a week they fixed a bunch of issues we found last week. So I'm quite sure that by the time we're back in like 3 weeks, they're gonna have fixed 3 issues.
No, but
Yeah,
or,
but
or 9 if it's a geometric progression.
nine. Can we? Do they have like issue tracker that we can?
I don't know. I asked and I was told just send me the issues. So I guess the
Yeah.
answer is not yet.
No, but we
Or
are,
maybe
I
they
mean,
they surely have it, but it's gonna be private. I don't know, maybe when they go out of EAP they're gonna open
Fair
up
enough,
the
fair
tracker. I
enough.
don't know.
Anyway, Marco,
Grazie Marco.
it again.
you're welcome.
I don't know why.
I cannot escape from RSS, so every time it's fun.
I mean, we
don't-
should
I
do some
really-
more RSS at some point.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep doing this to yourself, Marco. In general, RSS also coming to us.
I have the same question.
So,
over
but-
and over.
How is your project?
It's going great so far. Now I finally since I still hate myself more and more, I landed that on Windows, and that was
Okay.
fun because
So Ivan could use it.
yeah.
Sure.
So it's in the store.
Even though you have to use it.
Yeah, send me the link. I'm gonna beta test it on Windows.
Yes, to put it on the store, it was fun because Microsoft has an app to make the package in a new format that is MSX to put it on the store, which took me a while to. I don't want an app, I want the CI because why do I want an app? So it took a while to figure it out.
Also,
Not to me, but Claude figured out how to do it. But still, if you wanted to push from the CI to the store, you're gonna need a business account on Microsoft to have the API key and stuff like that. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
So-
so it's fine to just have the artifact on the GitHub action things, and then I just drag and drop the thing. Still better than have to go through a Windows app. But yeah, I still wonder why I do that, but I still don't have the answer.
we all know we all have the same problem because it's the 3 of us doing RSS, so that must say something.
Yeah, yeah. Then the next I want to kill myself thing will be having in the browser with WASM.
Oh.
Yeah, that will be.
Are you gonna
But-
do like compose WASM or just
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, Compose was.
Okay. I'll be so when you've done that, we should do an episode about that because I have never tried that and I'm curious.
Me too.
I know, that's why I'm saying after you've suffered, you come and
Yeah.
tell us.
You can tell the stories. Tell the stories when Uncle
The problem is
Marco
that-
just went to war.
Yeah, I have to parse the RSS on WASP. I'm probably gonna steal the code from from here because that's I guess the only way. And then there's still SQLite still has an open PR to get WASP out to the door, and since I'm using that,
Maybe they'll
without
merge
that,
it at some point.
yeah, hopefully, I guess it's still open.
So you can procrastinate until they do.
But so SQLite in WASP. So basically, you have like a database in
Yeah.
Chrome.
Ah, yeah, you can put the SQLite database file in Chrome, and that's it.
Wow,
Why not?
fucking hell! I mean, this is cool.
There,
Yeah,
I mean,
SQL is-
there are alternatives, you know.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I have
Like
to
he-
do I would have to first time do the thing that we always say that we're not gonna do anything. So if
Yeah.
I gonna switch the database provider,
Yeah, replace the database. Do you have
yes.
enough interfaces around your
No,
board?
I don't have interfaces
But
because
you can
why the
ask
hell?
AI to put interfaces.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, so
No
And then
excuse.
when you have interfaces, you can do tests.
Yeah.
yeah, that's my to-do list.
Very, very to do.
Yes,
Very to
very
do.
to-do. Very to
Eventually, one day, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost don't have time to do it. The app itself, imagine doing tests. No.
Fair
No.
enough.
Fair,
Fair
fair.
enough. It's gonna come a day, Marco, where you
I
will have a swarm of agents
already, I
bending the
already,
knee, bending the knee to your power and desire, Marco.
yeah, I already did with Juni and with Copilot. So I was cloning two instances of the project. Juni doing a thing on one thing, Juni doing a thing in the other project, and I was just playing with PlayStation while
Nice.
the
That's-
agent was doing the thing.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
it.
like a
That's-
fair distribution of labor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
And,
can the machine
yeah,
can the machine play
no?
the
Can
disabled
I? Yes.
yeah
Yeah.
the disabled basket game.
I mean, the whole point of AI is that it's supposed to help us do the boring shit
Yeah.
easily and focus
Yeah.
on the interesting stuff.
Yeah, but
So-
yeah, it was still a month ago, but and I did it with Juni, but it was able to add stuff in the common. In the
Okay.
common main, add the compose stuff and even add the Swift UI stuff, and it was 85-ish% done. So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, I was surprised because I tell it to not write tests. Maybe that was
That's the secret.
maybe that was the secret sauce.
The secret and keep it away from writing tests.
Yes. No, I wrote how I put it. Feel free to skip tests.
Nice. Like I give you the easy exit, right?
But
So
the
feel free.
most important question is, what game were you playing?
I was
Fair
playing
enough.
Call of Duty.
Okay, that's
Call
fine.
of Duty, nice. Okay.
This year Call of Duty is very nice. So with my friend we brought back.
Which one is it? How is
It's Black Ops. I forgot.
6?
Didn't they restart the numbers as well at some point?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's Black Ops.
It's Black Ops 6. So, yeah.
Is
I
it
guess.
good? Because I every now and then it goes in
Yeah.
spring sales kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
But do you play multiplayer or campaign?
only multiplayer.
No, multiplayer. I hate people. No, I don't know.
Oh, no, it's
Do you play Helldivers?
no. I only play Call of Duty basically.
I started playing Helldivers again, Sebastiano.
Is
Ah,
it
that's-
Alberto's fault?
No, but I don't know why, because I got a more tweets coming my way. I was like, okay, is it?
Oh, maybe there was a content drop or something.
No, yeah, but it kind of got momentum in the last few weeks again, and I was like, okay, I finished the.
I don't know.
the
There's
other
something with the exporting democracy these days.
Yeah, I mean, but there are robots. There are robots. I kill automatons, so there is always the AI vibe kind of thing. But it was.
So, I see. So you say thank you to Alexa every time, but then
But
you
you
shoot
kill
the
them.
robots. I don't know that the balance is gonna save you when the time
I don't
comes.
know. But it was hilarious because first game. So I had last year. I uninstalled the game with about 200 hours of gameplay. Okay. And
Meko
I
Yoni, as
started
they
the
say.
game. And I started the game, And I was like, okay, I jump on something like medium, right? So I don't want to go hard or hell dive. No. I want to just stroll in the park, okay? So medium difficulty, you pick a lot of newbies, right? People that have low, and so I joined a team. It was like 1 level 4, 1 level 6, 1 level 21, and then it's me 62, okay? And I was like, I jump in, and the kid, we jump on the map, and the kid goes like, "Oh my God, you're level 62. This is gonna be awesome!" And I'm like, I don't even remember how to reload the fucking thing, how to inject me with, with when I don't remember anything. I don't even know which rifle I have because I just started, right? I was like, okay.
You let the boys down.
No, we succeeded because muscle memory kicked in. Also, there is on screen tutorial like press V because I'm dying an idiot, and I was like, okay, I guess it's V. And yeah, but it's fun. It's fun, and you can do like 15 minutes gameplay. So it's a nice break every now and then. Anyway,
Folks, I'm hungry. It's time to go.
Yeah.
beautiful people, enjoy these 3 weeks of not seeing us, I guess,
And not seeing RSS.
RSS. Thank you for supporting us. If you have Amazon Prime subscription, check out your Twitch account. You can connect them and you can support us for free. You will see a toggle that says free with Prime. Thank you. If you we are selling a couple of things every now and then on the store. If you want some cool swag, check out the merch store. And Marco, thank you again for being with us.
Thank you for having me. It's always a fun. This was not sarcastic. It was true.
I know.
We know.
Folks, have a good one. See you in 3 weeks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Ciao.